How do we feel, Emily?
Good.
Good.
Do you know what a period is?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me, what is a period?
It's when you have bleeding.
Are you going to have a period one day?
Yes.
And how do you feel about that?
Scared.
Yeah?
Emotional.
I'm just very worried about it.
I remember getting my period the first time and having not much idea what was going on and coming into mum and telling her that I was bleeding and saying, Mum, what am I going to do? And I had a big birthday party planned. So I was mortified and worried, and the whole day was just consumed about my thoughts that everyone in the room would know that I had my period for the first time.
What do you think will happen if you got your period on your birthday?
Hide in my room.
Imagine if you were at a ball and then suddenly your undies just started to go red and then blood just everywhere on the floor.
And then would you slip in it?
Yes.
So I had to kind of manage my period, I guess, with sport and school. I can't say that it affected my performance, but it certainly affected how I felt about myself. You know, the embarrassment of if you leaked through your sportswear was something I was always nervous about and happened several times. But of course, nobody else noticed. It was just me and my own insecurities in that space. But I was regularly missing cycles because I was too slim. That high intense exercise means you have a very irregular cycle. Because my periods were so incredibly heavy when I was having them, and I was too afraid to tell anybody or seek help, I would be relieved then that I wouldn't have a cycle for a few more months. Sometimes I felt lucky, but it wasn't a good lucky. It was one that I probably should have been seeing help for, versus, you know, having heavy cycles all the time that some girls and women have to deal with every month.
Well, we didn't really talk about things like that in my generation, but I do actually remember my mother celebrating that I became a woman. The first time it happened, you worry, you think, oh my goodness, it happened to me at school, because you didn't really know what was happening. It was a really scary feeling. But then when I came home and I did say to my mum, do I have to go to the doctor? She then did celebrate and say, wonderful, you're now, going to be a woman and now you'll be able to have a baby, but that's it. There was no further discussion of anything else. I'm still not comfortable talking about it, to be honest. I don't know, it's a generational thing.
Me and my friends, we all sit in a little circle once a day or something, and we just talk about stuff.
And you can kind of feel safe to talk about whatever you like. Do you think your periods will hurt you?
I don't know. I don't want my body to feel hurt or anything.
Do you think your period would stop you from bike riding?
Yes.
I'm hoping it doesn't come soon.
Why?
I don't want to bleed.
We felt the same, don't worry.
The first time your daughters hear about what a period is will shape the whole discussion they have with themselves around their body and what that period's going to be like. And so celebrating that they're going to be able to be a woman and how that's going to change for the positive down the track if they want to have babies, maybe they don't, but that is a lovely new womanhood chapter that they're entering. And to celebrate that means they're going to go into it with a really positive attitude towards their period.
What did it feel like for you?
What does it feel like for me?
Does it feel like you're pissing?
No, it feels like you're leaking a little bit in your undies, and then
Like you're putting-
sometimes you get a little bit of cramping, because what it actually is when you're usually...
I would like the kids to think normal about bodies, and not feel that it's something taboo or ugly or dirty or anything like that.
Normalise what's...
Normalise, yeah, normalise just bodies and
body
bodies.
things
That's just natural.
Okay, so it's not something to be afraid of at all.
Baby.
One day, but not for 25, 30 years.
No, I'm getting mine when I'm 18.
18.
Yeah.
But do you feel comfortable talking to your mum about periods in your bodies at this stage?
Yes, very comfortable. Because I trust her with all my heart, and she's the best person in my life.
She told me that one day that I will have a period and she will always be there, right beside me.
Do you know that some girls can even get their periods when they're 10 and 11? You may
What
not be a
about
teenager.
7?
If you get your period, if you're 7, you need to go to the doctor because it's a bit too early. So you're off the hook, not for a few more years.
Okay.
I'm literally scared
It's okay.
of having next year.
You're not going to have your... Well, you never know. But if you have your period next year, grandma and mummy will look after you. And it's exciting because it means one day, if you want to, you might be able to have a baby.
What about me?
It's the same. It's the lucky part about being a woman.